Welcome to Doing Makeup, but for hooded eyes. I'm Peachy. Today we are jumping into this look, the reverse cat eye. This was trending a while ago and it is resurfacing again, so I'm making a tutorial. And it's so easy. Besides the inner corner, everything that I use in this video will be linked in the description below, so let's get into it. So you have to start with a primer no matter what. You could use concealer and put some translucent powder over it first so it doesn't crease. That's what I like to do. I do actually really like the Urban Decay Primer Potion, so that's what I'm going to use. But I also like P. Louise as well. So I'm just going to prime my lid with that first. Next, I'm going to use the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 3 palette for this entire look, and I'm going to dip into this light beigey shade, and I'm using the Morphe M514 brush, and I'm just going to go all over my lid. I'm also going to go on my brow bone here and out towards my temple with the same color. Now I'm going to use the e.l.f. small smudge brush and go into this cooler toned medium brown shade. I'm going to bring this shadow wing out a little bit farther than I want to because we're going to be blending it, and it's going to be kind of our base before we do the actual eyeliner. Since this is a reverse cat eye, I'm going to start from my lower lash line and drag it out. You can kind of follow your natural lower lash line for this. My lower lash line kind of goes up a bit if I follow it. So from my lower lash line, I'm going to have my face completely relaxed first of all, and I'm gonna go from my bottom lash line slash outer corner. I'm gonna make mine more straight out like this instead of going up. I'm going to continue with that brown shade and take it underneath my lash line completely up until my inner corner. Okay, now that we have that, I'm going to take this same brown with the same brush. I'm going to start from almost the end here and bring the brown in towards the center of my eye. Just go right over your fold. Don't even worry about it. And then when you made the line how you want it, go ahead and lift your eyebrows up and fill in this space right here. Just make sure when you're filling in this space, don't bring it any farther than the line at the top. So for example, like don't start filling it in all the way up here. Keep it below this line and then kind of come down at an angle like this. Now I'm going to use the Morphe M14 brush again, and I have a shadow swap pan. Highly recommend getting a shadow swap pan if you don't have one. Cleaned off my brush a little bit. I'm going to start blending out this harsh line right here. We want to keep the end somewhat sharp, so when you're blending, don't bring it in too far. Just kind of stay right in this area, do little circles, bring it in and kind of up like this. Now, I kind of want to blend this harsh line a little bit further. So if you don't have a smaller detail brush, you can take your fluffy brush and bend it like this so it's like a flat line and go directly on that line to blend it out even more. That works just fine, but I'm going to use the Morphe V203 brush for that. I'm also going to use this same brush with no pigment on it just to blend out the lower lash line a little bit too. Now before we put the black gel liner on, I do want to add a little bit more dimension to this, so I'm going to go in this a little bit darker brown on the e.l.f. small smudge brush. I'm just going to redefine my outer corner a little bit. Okay, now we can start using the gel liner. I would recommend using a gel liner over a liquid liner, or you could even use maybe a pencil liner so that you can blend it out better. I'm going to use have this cream formula in this palette. I don't know if it's technically a gel liner or not, but that's what I'm using. And I have multiple of the e.l.f. small smudge brushes, so I'm gonna get a different one specifically for the gel liner. I'm gonna kind of follow the shadow wing that we did and start from the lower lash line, but don't bring it out too far because we are gonna blend it a little bit as well. I'm going to bring that gel liner again all the way across my lower lash line. What I like to do is stretch my eye out like this so I can really get in the roots of my lashes instead of it coming down too far like underneath my lashes. So that's what I'm going to do with the gel liner. Okay, now I am going to clean this up a little bit with a dry Q-tip. Okay, now I'm going to take the same e.l.f. small smudge brush and go into the black shadow. Now I'm going to blend out this wing and kind of set it as well. I'm also going to kind of blend it in my upper lash line, but I'm not going to bring it in really far. I'm literally just going to keep it like right here. What I'm going to do with the shadow is start blending it out like this. I just had to sit here for 10 minutes to try and make it even with my other wing, but again, all I did was put black eyeshadow on it and blend it out. Now I'm going to take a clean brush, the V203 again. I'm just going to soften this outer edge right here. I'm actually just going to soften the edges kind of all around. Now that mine are finally a little bit softer and even, if you don't want to do your waterline, then, you know, skip this step, but I'm going to take the same gel liner, cream, whatever's in this palette, and do my waterline. I'm going to dry my waterline first with a Q-tip, put the gel liner on, and then I'm going to set that with black shadow. I will attempt to do my inner corner in this video, but it is very hard for me to film because I have to be super close to my mirror. So when I edit this, and if I didn't film it very well, I do have an entire tutorial already about how I do inner corners, so you can go check that one out. And for the inner corner, I am going to use the Kiss Lash Glue Liner. I purely use this eyeliner for my inner corners because it will literally stay all day. So I'm going to do my inner corner with that and then set it with a little bit of black eyeshadow. Honestly, that's really it. The inner corner is probably the hardest part. So I'm just going to put some mascara, probably put some lashes on too, do my base, and I'll be right back. All right, if you made it... Marcie! Hey, psychopath! What are you doing? If you made it to the end of this video, congratulations, you are my favorite. I do really love how this turned out. I mean, it really is made for hooded eyes because everything is happening on the bottom. I think it's really pretty and it would look good on anybody. And you could easily make it as dramatic as you want. You don't have to make the wings this big. Like, you can really kind of customize it a little bit. You could do it with just purely browns, like start with a light brown and do the liner in like a really dark brown. That would also be pretty. But I hope you try this look out on yourself. And I do want to mention, you can now come hang out with me and chat while I do makeup and play games live on both Twitch and YouTube every week on Saturdays starting around 2 or 3 p.m. EST. All of my socials are in the description below. Make sure to give me a follow follow or join my Discord for any stream updates. If you're finding me through YouTube, I also post shorter form tutorials over on TikTok and Instagram too. And as always, if this video was helpful to you at all and you enjoyed it, don't forget to give me a like and even hit subscribe. That would mean the absolute world to me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.